Hello everyone, it's Greyson, and this is Greyson Talks Everything. If you are new to the channel, I welcome you and I hope you stick around, and if you are returning, welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to be reviewing Wonder Woman 1984. This is a non-spoiler review, so again, I hope you stick around and do share your thoughts on the video and what you thought of the movie in the comments. Do be sure to like, comment, and share, and subscribe to this channel, and also follow my Instagram where you can get more news on when videos are coming out, and just to admire some art like the ones you see right here. And this is the name of my channel right here. Alright, let's get on to this review. I really like this film. I also think it was a very bold movie with the themes and messages it portrays, especially due to the fact that Wonder Woman 1984 is a complete 180 from the first film, which highlighted more of the warrior princess aspects of her character, while this movie highlights the lover that fights evil with kindness and compassion aspect of Wonder Woman, which I am personally a big fan of that side of that character more. So, it all was a delight to see on screen, and I honestly love, in my opinion, how Patty Jenkins showcased those two sides of Wonder Woman in both of her films beautifully. I honestly feel like this movie is unashamedly Wonder Woman, especially with her philosophy of how it takes true grit and bravery to love your enemy, to use compassion over force, and to use your words over your fists. It was all executed very well, especially in the climax of the film, where it's more of a verbal fight instead of a physical one, and it was still very moving, and the movie, speaking of which, does not have a lot of action sequences. But I think at the end it pays off because of the emotional scenes just hold so much weight and are arguably just as satisfying as an action sequence. Now, the film is definitely not perfect, and that's due to the underdone script, with its big fault usually being not explaining stuff that really needed to be explained. It honestly took me out of the film sometimes trying to figure out what exactly is going on in the film. A good example being is to try to figure out the logistics of Maxwell Lord's powers. I also feel like they shoehorned Cheetah into the film just to have a traditional Wonder Woman villain in the movie. I feel, personally, like we should have spent more time with Dr. Barbara Ann Minerva, because I felt it potentially watching her and Diana's relationship leading up to Barbara becoming Cheetah in a future film would have been more interesting and a lot more moving. And I gotta be honest with you, Wonder Woman 1984 is more of Diana and Maxwell's story, centering around two people who are deeply unhappy, and they are driven to make bad choices as a result of their unhappiness, and therefore they ultimately understand each other, which made me tear up for both of them at the end of the film. It made me wish they had interacted with each other a lot more throughout the film, but that was because of Kristen Wiig's Cheetah keeps on getting in the way. Not to say Kristen wasn't good in the film, because she had a very short but very powerful jogging scene, and even though it had very little action in it, it was just amazing and very powerful and very moving. And while the third action sequence between Diana and Cheetah was very fun and very thrilling, it was very quick and they gave no real explanation as to why Cheetah was even there, or even why Barbara even became a Cheetah in the first place. So it all felt out of place and just shoehorned in there. Now for Maxwell Lord, he is probably the shining star of this film, with an incredible story arc and a power set that is cool to see on screen, but very compelling story-wise as well. Pedro Pascal just completely knocks it out of the park with his performance as this dark and saddened character. Then there is Steve Trevor. Chris Pine did a great job with what he was given, even though he does not have a bigger part in this movie compared to the rest of the cast. I really liked how in the first film, Diana was a fish out of water and it was played for comedic effect. Very well, to be in fact. But here, Patty Jenkins does the same thing with Steve's character, but with a different approach. because instead of a comedic effect, his reaction to the future is full of awe and amazement at what mankind has achieved, so it was very moving, considering the fact that in the first film, he sacrificed his life so these changes in mankind could be made. And as for Gal Gadot, she continues to be Wonder Woman. But there are a few scenes earlier in the film where she's opposite Kristen Wiig, and those scenes don't really work. And Gal Gadot doesn't come off as well and as sincere in them. I really like Diana's journey in the film overall though. Now, for the director, Patty Jenkins, I think she's really did some good work here. And she definitely can direct some great action set pieces, especially the Amazon Warrior games at the beginning of the film, which was much longer and grander than one would expect. I also think that Patty Jenkins gives this film a sense of awe and magic that is reminiscent of the Richard Donner Superman movie. The visuals, the emotional scenes, and the excellent score by Hans Zimmer make up for the lack of action and at some points the faulty script. So that's my review of Wonder Woman 1984. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And follow my Instagram to get the latest updates on when videos are coming out, and to just admire some art that I regularly post. Alright, bye everyone.